Here's our new headquarters being delivered. So it's about 4:45 in the afternoon here, and these guys have been absolutely killing it putting up S&E's Garage 2.0. This morning they dropped everything off and they've been working since. Absolutely killing it. As soon as they're done today, we'll go take a walk and check everything out and take it from there. Alright guys, so day one of construction here on S&E's Garage 2.0 is complete. And you'll see that I got all of the main posts up to support the walls, which is awesome. Here you'll see our trusses, 2x6s here, and then 2x4s across. This is basically the whole roof system here. It's going to be a metal roof, and we have 14-foot ceilings. That way we can fit several lifts here. So what you're basically looking at is the 4 bays. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's step inside S&E's Garage 2.0. So probably about midway in between the bays, probably right about here, we're going to put a wood burning stove straight up out the roof. You'll see we already got some firewood ready to go. There's more under that tarp, and we are very excited to go ahead and get this done and get our lift installed. That way we can bring you guys even more exciting content and have a little bit more room to work on cars like that Elantra that we are currently working on. So the way that they build these is they dig about a 2-foot diameter hole. They go straight down, and then they pour a bag of dry concrete down at the bottom, put the post in, and put it all together, and then the groundwater will naturally get that cement wet and it will harden. And then they set, the posts are set right on top of that, and then it's all screwed together here. And you'll see this is sturdy. This is not going anywhere. And then once you put the trusses on, that kind of squares it all up, and at that point everything's good. So stay tuned. Tomorrow we'll do an update, a day 2 update, see how far they get, and we'll finish this video when the building's done. Now, really quick, what's weird about pole barns is the building goes up first like this, and then you pour the slab, and the slab kind of helps go around all the posts and hold them down even tighter. So that's the way it's going to be done. We are doing a 6-foot slab down the center. So there's going to be a 10-foot section in the center that is 6 inches. That's going to be for the lift, so I can put a lift in each bay if I want. And then there's going to be a 10-foot section on the far back, and the far outside here, that's going to be 4 inches. So it's going to be 4, 6, 4. And we're doing that to save a little bit of money, because we don't really need a 6-inch slab in the front or the back, because we're not going to be putting the lift there. The lift's going to be in the center. So that's what we're doing. All right, guys, it is day 2 here at the erection of S&E's Garage 2.0. And these guys really, they're fast. They got a roof on this thing already. You can see they framed out a door, went ahead and installed the windows, which is sweet. All the trusses are in. Obviously the roof is on. They boxed out where all the garage doors are going to go, and we're moving along. Now the slab is going to be to the top of this door frame. It's about 2 inches lower than this, so that right there is roughly slab height. So we are going to have to bring in some fill and level all this out, and then we're going to do an apron in the front where the garage doors are going. That way there'll be a nice area for the cars to pull in. Not going to have to worry about bottoming out or anything. But we're moving along here. Let's go ahead let's walk over to the back end of the property and take a look at it. So this is what you'll see from the back of the property. We still have a really nice view of the house, and from the house of the field in the back here. We're still going to have plenty of room for activities. Our fire pit is probably going to have to be moved to right around here, just so that it's not near a flammable wooden structure, and so we don't accidentally hit it with one of the cars. So the lift is probably going to go in one of the first two bays. I'm thinking maybe the second one. I originally wanted to do it in the first, but I thought about it, and that's where the door is going to be. And if I have a car up on the lift or parked where the lift is ready to be worked on, the last thing I want to have to do is walk around the car to get into the building. So we might put it in the second bay here just to avoid that problem. And then we have a wood burner for it. I believe I said that yesterday, but that's primarily how we're going to heat it, at least for the time being. Maybe in the future we'll put a little air handler in there to get some, some real heat, but we'll have to play it by ear. But stay tuned. Tomorrow we have some rain in the forecast, so I don't believe the crew's coming out tomorrow, but we should be resuming on Friday. And they're telling me by Friday they're going to have all the exterior work done and be ready for the final inspection. Final framing inspection, and then from there we can go ahead and call our mason and start pouring the slab, and then we can get electric in it and really have a functional workshop slash garage. All right, guys, this is the end of day 3 here at S&E's Garage 2.0 erection. You'll see they have all of the exterior walls up, nice and trimmed. They have the 4 bays trimmed out with the white trim here. Just take a walk around it real quick. Let's look inside. See, it's actually starting to take shape now. We're super excited to get in here. We're gonna have to insulate all these walls. The ceiling's gonna be insulated by them. They're doing that for us. We cannot wait to get in here and start working. Alright guys, so this crew is now done with this portion of the building at least. They came in today and they installed our sheet metal ceiling, and they put a nice little access panel for us up there so that we can get up there and do whatever we need to do. So our next step here is to go ahead and have the people come and blow the insulation in. That whole ceiling is going to be insulated. And then we have insulated garage doors coming in place. And then from there, we'll have our slab poured and start running electric out here and getting our lift in. All right, guys. So in the past week or so, there really hasn't been too much progress here on S&E's Garage 2.0. We were kind of, excuse me, being held up with the permit process or the inspection process. And our main issue was these guys put the ceiling up before we could get the trusses inspected. But luckily, before they put the ceiling up, they took pictures of everything they needed to see for the inspection, the hurricane strapping on the trusses and things like that. So the building passed framing and truss inspection with flying colors. So after that inspection passed, we went ahead and we had the floor graded. You'll see here it takes a little bit of a dip, and that's because in the center here, this section, we're going to be doing a 6-inch slab, whereas that and this is going to be a 4-inch. And the reason we did 6 here is because this whole area here will be for the lift, whether we move it this way a little bit or this way a little bit. We have 10 foot of leeway here to kind of do this as however we need to do it. So they came today and they poured this first part of the slab, and they did an absolutely fantastic job. If you are in the southern New Jersey area, Simply Stone LLC, they are the ones that did the grading here. They did my slab, and they are also going to be doing our apron and grading in the front here, and they have been nothing but fantastic. So if you need any cement work, stone work, things like that, like I said, Simply Stone LLC, look them up, hit them up. They did fantastic. So we'll update this again tomorrow once they pour this center section here of the slab, and we will pick it up then. All right, guys. So first and foremost, I want you to notice the Elantra is gone. I am happy to report that we sold that vehicle for $4,200. We were in it for about $1,500, and we made close to $3,000 profit on that car, and I'm super happy with how that came out. Now, that money did help us fund this project. My chickens are over there talking to us, but today they went ahead and poured the last part of the slab. So if you remember from earlier in the video, the furthest back section is 4 inches deep. The middle section is 6 inches deep. That is where the lift is going to go. And then this section here is 4 inches deep. And we got some rain today, so the mason went ahead and covered this up with some plastic shop wrap, basically. But you'll see the apron is under here, and everything looks absolutely fantastic. Let's go ahead. We can kind of sneak in here through this door. We just have to be careful not to step on the new slab, and this is still very wet. This has to dry, and this damp rain probably isn't going to help very much, but this is what it's going to look like in here. So we are going to end this video here. This is going to be part 1. Next week we are going to resume with the installation of the garage doors and the insulation up in the ceiling, and then from there we're going to have to run a lot of things in here. We're going to have to get electric in here. We're going to have to install some shop lighting up there. We're going to have to figure out and, you know, place our lift. Like I said, it's going to have to go in this center section here, so probably almost dead even, maybe a little bit further forward that way. You know, we're gonna have our toolbox up here, and everything's gonna be really nice. So please, if this interests you, like, share, and subscribe. S&E's Garage 2.0, we are coming in strong for 2024, and we are so happy to share our next chapter with you guys. We'll see you on the next one.